Mrs. Brill, human trafficking.
Thank you. So last month at our regular board meeting, we issued a proclamation recognizing January as Human Trafficking Awareness and Prevention Month. And it was stated that Florida ranks third among states in the numbers of reports of potential human trafficking. So I had planned to discuss having the Human Trafficking Coalition of the Palm Beaches present a workshop to us along with Principal Corey Brooks from John F. K. Middle School and his IB coordinator, Joshua Wade. John F. Kennedy Middle School is unique in that Mr. Brooks not only went through the coalition's training, he had his entire school staff trained to recognize the signs of human trafficking. In speaking with Dr. Avosa this week, I found out that we have already trained all our school nurses. And so looking at the figures that are out there, reading the paper, just today there was an arrest or someone just was sentenced for human trafficking. There's an urgent need to take it further. And so instead of asking all of you to agree with a request for a workshop, I'd like to ask you to consider our expanding this training to all administrators throughout the district. I discussed this with Dr. Avosa, but I'm asking all of you to weigh in because I do think that we need to get our schools, all our principals, and later on our teachers to be aware to recognize those signs. So just would like your thoughts.
I saw a whole bunch of heads shake yes on that, so I think good point. So our next topic is prevailing wage. Dr. Robinson.
Thank you. This is a request that the board directs staff to evaluate the pros and cons of us having a policy that would say that our contractors that are doing repairs on our schools or building our buildings would have a minimum wage that they would pay their workers. So what I hear about oftentimes is companies that will basically provide a low bid and it's off the backs of the workers. And so I just want us to look at doing that. The city of West Palm Beach and the county both, as I understand, have similar ordinances or policies, and I think it's that we should look into such a policy as well.
If that's okay with everybody, we'll do that. Mrs. Andrews, Wellness Workshop.
Thank you. Just recently I was at the Royal Palm Beach Education Advisory Committee, and we had our representative speaking about the initiatives in the schools on wellness. I was quite surprised at some of the things that we're doing to really help our students really stay healthy. And I was walking through here just the other day, and I saw a lot of employees doing yoga during their lunch period with their mats. I almost said, where's my mat so I could go in and do some yoga? So I think we probably do need to hear about some of the wonderful things, the initiatives that we have going on in our schools, as well as this building is with helping our employees and our children stay healthy. So I would hope that we can have an update.
And I think we saw a whole bunch of yeses on that one too. So thank you, Mrs. Andrews. Yeah, I've come through and walked in, and the room was dark, and there was someone talking, and all of a sudden you come in and everybody's on their mats and everything. So it is a good experience. So with that concludes our agenda. Is there a motion to adjourn? Motion by Mr. Barbieri, second by Mrs. Andrews. All in favor, all opposed. Motion carries 6-0.